like to stress the BEEF principles. BEEF is nothing other than an acronym that beginner and advanced players can use in order to keep the proper shooting technique in mind. We got a college basketball player here. Harris is going to demonstrate for us. He's in great triple threat position, and he's in a good shooting stance. He's got great balance. His feet are at least shoulder width apart, and he's got great flexion in his knees. His knees are going to be bent. He's got great back stance. He's not going to bend over at his back. He's always going to bend at his knees. So his balance is going to be great to start with. When he goes off the floor, he wants to have good balance when he's in the air. He doesn't want to be fading left. He doesn't want to be fading right or back or forwards. He wants to land exactly where he takes off. Great job. Now the E stands for elbow in. It's very natural for players to want to have their elbow come out, but it doesn't work. Keep in mind, when you shoot a basketball, you're shooting the basketball towards the basket with one arm. You're pushing the ball towards the rim. That means your elbow needs to be in so that everything is aligned going towards the basket. The second E is for our eyes. Harris wants to keep his eyes focused on the front of the rim. Now we have players who are front of the rim, middle of the rim, back rim shooters. If you're a senior in high school and you aim for the middle of the rim, we're probably not going to ask you to change. But if you're a youngster, you need to start training your eyes to get focused on the front of the rim automatically. You don't want to aim for the middle of the rim because that's just spatial. It's very hard to focus on a spatial target. One of the advantages of the front of the rim is that it gives you some bounce. It has a little give to it, as opposed to the back of the rim where you're going to get just a brick coming off the back of the rim. So that means if you have the proper rotation and backspin on the basketball, you're going to get some lucky bounces, which is going to increase your shooting percentage, and that's all we're looking to do. After Harris releases the ball, he wants to keep his eyes focused on the front of the rim. He doesn't want to get in the habit of letting his eyes follow the basketball. That's a big no-no. We're not going to let you do it. Now the F, they definitely saved the most important for last. The follow-through is absolutely, without question, the most important aspect of your jump shot. When Harris pushes off that ground, everything is going to be working in unison. When he follows through, his arm is going to have full extension. There's not going to be any bend left in his elbow. He's going to get his arm all the way out. His elbow is going to be over his eye, and his wrist is going to snap down so that he has a gooseneck with his wrist, and he's saying goodbye to the basketball. That's what's going to enable him to generate good backspin on his shot. Now let's get shooting.